Hi, this is Dick Wildblood. I want to give you an introduction to fly fishing with buzzers. First of all, let's have a quick look at the flies I'm using. This is the point fly, and you can see it's actually a gold head buzzer that I'm using, just to give an extra bit of weight on the front end of the cast. There's a middle dropper buzzer, and we've got a little emerger buzzer at the top dropper. These are all on a 15-foot leader. I'm sitting currently in about 12 foot of water, and I'll be casting into 10. The rule of thumb is to have the leader 1.5 times the length of the depth of water you're fishing in. So 10 foot of water, we're going to use a 15-foot leader. Put it out and then wait 30 seconds to allow the point fly to sink through the water. This is all trial and error to see what is the best period to wait. I found that in these circumstances 30 seconds gets me down to where I want to be, which is pretty close to the bottom. So having waited for 30 seconds, we're then going to do a slow figure of 8 retrieve, and you can see there's a very specific stop between each retrieve. This will give a jerky motion to the fly as it moves through the water. You can see that I'm fishing across the bow of the boat. This is much preferable because it means that the wind is only acting on the relatively small stern of the boat, making it much more stable and making the anchor less likely to drag. In addition to that, as the boat does move with the wind, it's quite simple, as you've seen, to move the rod across the bow of the boat, keeping everything in a nice straight line. The machine you can see in the bow of the boat is a depth sounder. I use it to make sure that I'm in about 12 foot of water. It can be very useful, but if you haven't got one, it's not a big problem, because you can actually use the anchor rope as a gauge. Think about if you're, say, 6 foot tall, you can hold the anchor rope up vertically so that your hand is level with the top of your head. And then watch the rope then fall from the top of your head and back down to the bottom of the down to the ground. That obviously is 6 up and 6 down, will be 12 foot of rope. You can then tie a temporary knot in the anchor rope at that spot, which will give you a good indication of 12 foot. Drop it over the side of the boat as you approach the shore, and you can test whether you're going to be too shallow or too deep, and move accordingly. It's a nice easy way of solving that depth problem. The reason buzzer fishing can be so successful is that you're actually giving the fish what they're looking for. At the time of this filming, there was a big hatch of fly coming off the water, and you can be pretty sure there were fish underneath feeding off those buzzers as they were emerging. You see now I'm just started speeding up slightly. That's to bring the flies up through the water as we approach the end of the retrieve, and that simulates the flies actually swimming up through the water as they come up to hatch. I hope you enjoyed this initial episode. Please have a look at the next one, because you will actually see some fish being caught.